Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. Joining us for this segment, we have Archie Black, CEO, and Jim Frome, President and COO of Nasdaq-listed SPS Commerce. They join us to discuss capitalizing on omni-channel retail trends. Gentlemen, it's great to have you with us. Welcome to Trade Talks. And Archie, I want to start with you. Given your perspective at SPS Commerce, what do you think the outlook is for the retail industry?
Yeah, first, thanks for having us today, Jill. It's a pleasure to be here. We're seeing a lot of change in retail, obviously, starting with the pandemic, but really a massive shift to what is truly omni-channel from what really was multi-channel. You really had an in-store experience and an e-com experience, and now those are really merging. And then over the last 3 years, really, the retailers figured out how to meet the demands of the consumer, but now they have so much supply chain work to make that efficient and profitable. So that's the biggest thing we're seeing in retailers. Now they're trying to catch up with their capabilities to the consumer.
And Jim, consumers have experienced real challenges with the retail supply chain over the past few years. How will the industry respond to that?
Well, I think in two ways. In the shorter term, everybody's just trying to figure out what the new normal is, and it is starting to feel more normal now than it was obviously a year or 2, 3 ago. But there's some new things to consider. Things are still trying to find their equilibrium, plus planning in what years do you use as comps is an interesting challenge right now, as well as trying to figure out what the variable of inflation means. But the macro trend continues to be the same, which is moving to that seamless omni-channel experience. I think both the supply chain disruption during the pandemic and going forward has really highlighted that the back-end supply chain needs some work to be able to deliver on that omni-channel process. And a lot of what goes into that is more and more collaboration between the retailers, their distribution partners, their product companies that they're carrying in their assortment, and the transportation companies behind the scenes that all need to come together now and work in a more collaborative environment to make that all happen.
Archie, many companies position themselves as supply chain technology solutions. What differentiates SPS Commerce, and what has been behind the consecutive quarters of growth?
Yeah, a few things. One, our vision is to be the world's retail network, which we think we are. We have 115,000 suppliers in our network. We have 3,000 retailers and thousands of 3PLs. So what that does is that really allows us to become a retail expert. We're seeing more data, we're seeing more activity, we're talking to more companies than anybody else. So that really allows us to differentiate ourselves. And we're always working between the parties. We're not a behind the firewall solution. We really are helping the retailers work with their suppliers, and the suppliers working with the retailers, and then the 3PLs in there. And I think what's happened behind the scenes with the 88 consecutive quarters of growth is we truly add significant value to our customers, so we retain our customers. Many of our retail relationships are 10, 15, 20 years old. So keep those customers and then build on new customers, and they just value, I think, that expertise, that knowledge, and that technology, which is truly the network. So I think that's just a huge competitive advantage, along with 2,000 plus employees that truly are retail experts.
Jim, how does SPS Commerce work with other technology in the marketplace?
Yeah, there's a lot of systems that we end up integrating to, and a lot of those system providers and their value-added resellers or partners are companies that we both refer business to them, and they frequently refer business to us. So that includes the ERP players that our companies and our customers use. It includes order management systems, inventory management systems, some of the transportation management systems. Those are typically what we are taking data from one company, sharing it with another company to foster that collaboration. And those integrations are critical to our business, to our customers, and also create an opportunity for us to establish partnerships with those companies where we can work together and end up really helping both of us build each other's business.
Right. We appreciate the insight. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.
Thank you.
Thanks.